All right, guys. In our last episode, we were building the steel frame for this to go on. I think it's a little large in one direction, so we'll change that. We're going to let the top out for the pulley. We got just a couple of things to do. Probably give some thickness to the frame, of course. Although it looks like it's doing pretty well the way that it is, so I'm not totally sure. I gotta make a mount for the motor, which means I gotta change how I design this thing. So not a huge deal. We'll go in and rough it out. So let's get started. So what I'm gonna do first is this part here was designed around center. That turns out to be a little bit of a mistake. I'm trying to find the right one. Is that it? Yep. We want to be able to change the front to back. We still want it to be on center, side to side, but I don't want it on center front to back. And the reason for that is that I need room for the motor. So we'll go ahead and offset it from the origin. I don't know, 4 inches, dude. That's enough. From the front, and then that gives us the ability to mount the motor back here, and that's all good and dandy. And then the other thing is this. So there's two things. I think what do we do? Do an offset maybe. We'll go like 3 inches inside. I think my sheet metal is too thick, so we're gonna fix that here real fast. 16th bend radius on 1/2 inch material. How about 3/4 bend radius on 3/8 material? All right, did that fix my material thickness? Yeah, it did. Okay. And then what we're going to do is add some filleting for the water jet. Alright. Let's see how that turned out. Let's do these outside corners at something a little different. Let's do them at 0.25, and then we'll do the insides at 1. And we'll change our offset to, oops, 4. So let's see. That was fine. In fact, that might have been a little too far. No, that was good for now. So bolt holes. How far apart are these? You know, we could do in context, but I'm not a big fan of in context, especially when you're designing. I could do in context and then fix them. Yeah, we'll do that fast. We won't do in context, but we'll work on the frame in the assembly. So let's see here. We'll go ahead and add holes, and we'll add clearance holes. I don't know what these are supposed to be, but close, loose, normal, close. So we're gonna guess here. Probably not 1/2 inch, but who knows? Oh, yeah, real close. So let's see here. Yeah, these are going to end up being in context temporarily. And then I'm going to undo the in context after I get some dimensions on there. Because we still don't know, so we're designing off of potentially a bad part. We have no idea if this whole spacing is actually correct. We never did verify it against the purchase pillow blocks. So that's number one priority. Number two is that these holes look like they're fairly oversized, so we're going to go to 7/16. And we'll go to the next 16th over. Those may be exact sizes. I don't know. What is that? That's weird. And we're going to go through all bodies. One of the things doing that through all bodies does is it shows you if you're going through a part you shouldn't be going through. And you can obviously you can intentionally select bodies as well if you know that you're going to go through just something, but I want to make sure these are inside this tubing. So we'll go ahead and click off on that, and then we'll mirror that feature. And our mirror plane is the right plane. So what we're going to do now is we're going to drop back. Oh, I see that I didn't do enough on my... So we'll have to fix that too. So we're going to go back here real fast, and we're going to undo the... We'll leave it until the very end, but I'm going to undo it at the end because I don't like top-down modeling. Just not a big fan. Let's see. So our offset didn't quite work as intended. So we'll take the offset distance off of this one. Oh, can we do that? Just want that one. I don't think it was going to let me remove just the offset distance from that one line. There may be a way to do it, I just don't know how. Oh, undo. Escape. Let me see if these will pull. You know what? I think if there's a way to do this. I think if I go like this, it frees up the endpoints. There we go. So we want this one to be probably something like 2. I have to fix our fillet here. Probably not enough. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it just barely clears. So the issue at this point is I don't like how close it is to the front edge, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. Make that 5 inches. I think we're coming up on time, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. So basically, we've got a frame, we've got a base plate for the top, I'm gonna have to bring some of that in because I'm gonna want to make a guard for it, or we'll see how the whole guard thing works. And I got to get the motor mounted in the back. I don't even have a motor sourced yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a used one around the shop here or if I'm going to buy a new one. So we'll go ahead and stop here, guys, and we will resume this next time. Talk to you guys later. Bye.